Welcome back to another fantasy draft grade video from yours truly, your boy, Dylan. Let's get into this video. This is a fun one. This is going to be Team Foreman, all right? We're going to break it down, kind of see what he was thinking, what was going through his mind when he drove or decided to pick this team here, all right, guys? So let's dive deep. All right, his first pick, Michael Thomas. He had the 7th overall pick. I mean, who can go wrong? You got the best wide receiver. A lot of people are going running backs here, and everyone passed up on Michael Thomas. I think this is a great pick to start off with. I mean, who else are you going to take? Nick Chubb? Probably. But that's okay. He got Michael Thomas. I probably would have done the same thing, to be honest. I think you can't go wrong there. His second pick, Aaron Jones. I'm a little worried about Aaron Jones. I'm a little worried because I think A.J. Dillon, they drafted A.J. Dillon in the second round, the Green Bay Packers. And I think he's going to come in and steal touchdowns. I think he's just going to be that guy that's just going to come in, steal a bunch of touchdowns from our man, Aaron Jones, who we know is awesome. He's an awesome running back. Why draft another running back? They drafted him because they're going to use him. That's what I'm afraid of. So Aaron Jones, he had 16 touchdowns last year. Just crazy. Insane. He's not going to do that again. However, is he a startable running back? He is very startable. I mean, obviously that position was very valuable last year. It's not going to change too much. A little worried about A.J. Dillon, but not enough to avoid him completely. But I didn't want him to be my first running back. But he is. He got him. That's okay. He's a good running back. Third round, Todd Gurley for Atlanta. I think this is going to be their guy. Third 3-down back. I think he's going to get the red zone carries. I think he's going to catch the ball. I'm a little worried about his durability. He might get hurt again. He has issues with the knee. But overall, I was going to get Todd Gurley. I really wanted him. But he took him actually before me. I ended up with David Johnson instead, which I'm actually very happy with. Todd Gurley, we know, is just a monster. He can do a lot. Now, the offensive line there is not good. How much are they going to be running the ball? They're going to be passing a lot. That's what makes me nervous. I still think they paid Gurley. They think they're going to use him. They're going to want to use him at least. So far, pretty good. His fourth round pick, I keep messing up the numbers, my apologies. Mark Ingram for Baltimore. Interesting because I think might lose the job to J.K. Dobbins, the rookie. But Mark Ingram, if he starts for a while, I mean, this is probably one of the best running systems in the league right now. I think they were leading rushing last year. Can't go wrong. You got 3 running backs: Aaron Jones, Todd Gurley, Mark Ingram. And then the number one wide receiver, Michael Thomas. So right there, I like that. I like running backs. I like having a lot of them because they are hard to come by. And I think you got 3 of them that are pretty dang good. And I'm the best wide receiver to boot. So, very good, strong start. Next, you go with a 5th round, A.J. Brown for Tennessee. This is probably one I would have avoided. The Tennessee passing game, they just don't pass a lot. They run a lot. I like A.J. Brown as a player. I think he's very talented. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think they pass a lot in this system. And I don't think he's that good of a fantasy player. He's decent. If you think, I probably would have picked someone else here though. I think there's other receivers around this range that he could have got. That being said, let's see his next pick. He took another receiver, DJ Shark. Who is awesome, very talented, very, very, very talented. I actually picked him up last year off waivers, and he did me very good. So he's got 3 receivers: Michael Thomas, A.J. Brown, DJ Shark. I like this. A.J. Brown, like I said, I'm not too fan of. DJ Shark, not too big of a fan of, just because the Jaguars' offense is trash. But they got to throw this ball to somebody. They're going to give up points, and they're going to have to score, and they're going to throw. So I think these guys are okay. I think they're fine. They're fine where he's at. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's pretty good. Jared Cook, the next round. So, round 7 tight end. Again, I don't really like taking tight ends this early. And I don't think Jared Cook's a very good tight end to have. He's New Orleans, obviously. But I just don't think he's going to be scoring nearly as much as he did last year. We'll see as the year goes. His next pick, another New Orleans player. So, he's got Michael Thomas, Jared Cook, and he picked up Drew Brees, too. So, hopefully this team doesn't get COVID or Phil's team is going to be decimated. Drew Brees, awesome QB. Love this in the 8th round. That's a great time to pick a QB and an elite QB at that. Drew Brees, you can just trust him. You throw him in there, he's going to do well. You got Emmanuel Sanders now. You got Michael Thomas. He's going to be kicking butt. Even Alvin Kamara, he can pass the ball too. Very solid. His next pick is John Brown, Buffalo from a wide receiver from Buffalo. with the ninth pick. I don't like it. I liked John Brown a lot last year. Actually, really wanted him in my draft. But now they got Stephon Diggs, and we know Josh Allen isn't very accurate. He doesn't like to throw the ball. He's not good at it, at least. I would stay away from all the receivers on this team. That's my opinion. Next, he took a defense in round 10. Again, just so early for taking defenses, guys. The Steelers defense, though. I do like the Steelers defense. I give them like a top 5, top 10 grade. I think they're pretty good. So, fair enough. You want a defense, at least you got a good one. Whatever. Another tight end. So he picked 2 tight ends. This is round 11. He's already got 2 tight ends. And this is Jack Doyle, a guy that you probably could have picked up a little bit later. But guess what? I love Jack Doyle this year. I think he's awesome. He's going to be like the only tight end that they're going to be using. As long as he stays healthy, you got Phillip Rivers throwing to him. And we know Phillip Rivers likes throwing to tight ends. I think he could be a top 10 tight end. And it's his backup tight end to Jared Cook. I think he might be his number 1. I think he's going to be starting Jack Doyle as the season progresses. We shall see. This is actually a guy I really wanted. I didn't want to own 2 tight ends, though. But if I did, Jack Doyle would be my number 2. So then we got Tom Brady on round 12. So you got Drew Brees around 8, and you got Tom Brady round 12. Now, again, I don't think you need 2 QBs. I just don't. Especially if you got Drew Brees, you're probably going to start Drew Brees every week, right? I mean, and you're going to be shuffling in between, like 1 week Tom Brady, 1 week Drew Brees. I mean, I feel like that's a bad situation. You're going to end up picking the wrong guy most of the time. That's just human nature, right? However, they are 2 strong QBs. You know what I mean? I think Tom Brady in Tampa Bay has potential to do pretty good. I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm not a big, I'm just kind of afraid of this new system with Bruce Arians and Tom Brady. I think it's going to take a little bit for them to get going. And then he picked Malcolm Brown for the Rams, his 13th pick in the 13th round. This is a third string running back to Cam Akers, who's going to take this backfield. He's going to lead it. And then you got Darrell Henderson Jr., and then you got Malcolm Brown. I don't think this guy should be owned in any league, to be honest with you. I don't even think, even if you own Cam Akers, I don't really think you should own this guy. So I don't know what he was thinking taking this guy, honestly. Maybe I'm wrong about that. We will see, but I think that guy gets dropped immediately. Then Sammy Watkins, who, for Kansas City receiver, he might have a role. He didn't really have a role last year. I think Mecole Hardman actually would be a better receiver here. Probably could have picked him up. Sammy Watkins, not a fan. I don't think you'll ever start this guy. I got to stop shaking the table. I might make some noise on the mic here. Then a kicker on round 15, Matt Prater for Detroit. I don't know why. I think he's a good kicker. I think that's probably why. But Detroit, really? Come on. I guess you're hoping for that they don't get in the red zone a lot and they end up just getting a lot of field goals. Could be possible. Detroit's cold, though, I think. So I don't really like taking a kicker that's kicking in the cold like that. And then we got Alshon Jeffrey, which for the Philadelphia, I actually really like this pick. Actually, it's the pick I recommended Phil to take. Now, if he does start, if he does get healthy, and when he is playing, I think he's going to be a tremendous asset for Philadelphia. I think he's a big receiver. He's talented. I think he'll be their number 1 receiver. And to have him around 16, a potentially startable receiver. I think that's a great pick. I think it's very good. And then LaShawn McCoy, his last pick. LaShawn McCoy for Tampa Bay. Let's think about this for a second. So Tampa Bay picks up Leonard Fournette. They say Ronald Jones is like their starter, but they got Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette's their starter. Don't think twice. They also got Keyshawn Vaughn, who they drafted. And now LaShawn McCoy. I don't see this guy getting the ball very much. I really don't. I don't really see why you draft him. He's like a fourth string type running back. I don't really get that decision. I wouldn't want him on my team. It'd be really cool though. He somehow just like boosts to the front of the line and becomes one of the best. That would be super cool. I don't see it happening. I wouldn't own him in any league. But it's kind of a cool name. So what do I give this team? What is my draft grade for this team? Well, you started off strong. You got a lot of running backs. You got a strong receiver. Some of your receivers, they're not that strong. A.J. Brown, DJ Shark. they're not bad. They're just not like exceptional. You know what I mean? Then you got 2 tight ends. Jared Cook, didn't like him. Drew Brees, I like him. John Brown, don't like him. Then you took 10th round, you took a defense, good defense. 11th round, you took a tight end. You didn't need a backup tight end necessarily. Got another QB, and then you took just a mishmash of people on your bench here. Sammy Watkins, LaShawn McCoy, Malcolm Brown. I don't like any of these players. I just think they're trash. I think they're trash. This is going to be a bad grade for me. I think I'm going to give this a C. I think it's going to be the first C. I think this is the worst grade of a team. Could it do well? It's got some potential. Aaron Jones, question marks, though, you know what I mean, with A.J. Dillon. Mark Ingram might lose his job to J.K. Dobbins. There's some question marks on this team. So, not great. I'm not too big of a fan of this team. I think, I don't know. That's my review for the Team Foreman. Maybe come up with a creative name this year other than Team Foreman. Maybe something with Gurgley, or like DJ Shark. You get some, like some shark puns or something. I don't know. Hopefully, come up with something fun, and watch the rest of my videos because there's a few more coming. This is taking longer than I expected. Not that I don't have time. I got plenty of time, and I love doing this. Don't get me wrong. There's just a lot of teams to go over, and I don't think I'm going to get to all of them. But we shall see. So thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more videos. Fantasy Football Fridays. I'm going to try to make Fantasy Football Fridays a thing where I talk about a bunch of different things going on in the football world. Maybe some smack talk to my own league here. We'll see. I can't wait to do that. So hopefully you guys find this entertaining. I've loved making these, so hopefully you love watching them. But have a great day, guys. Take care, and go Pack. Go!